they are important. This is all in the handout. So you need not note down, just please concentrate on the presentation. And if you compare with other countries like road deaths, there are two ways we compare country to country in time series data or state to state. When we compare that one, that we have two rates. One is for death rate per 10,000 kilometers. That is one aspect. That is one is a per lakh population, and also for 10,000 vehicles. So these are three criteria which we compare from each to state to another state. And I think it is whosoever is reported, they have put per 10,000 kilometers. Actually, it should have been per 10,000 vehicles. Whosoever is reported, they have not reported correctly. Because they miss again the lack of understanding or knowledge is the one. So per lakh population, like Norway and Sweden, they are the leading one, which is 2. So for 1 lakh population के ऊपर वहाँ पर तो fatality है 2. Worldwide it is about 18, and India is about 12. It's varying, but last year it was 14. So that shows that we have a lot of room to improvement. And even Australia is 5, and then New Zealand is 6, America is around 8 to 10. So in out of that, what we call the European countries or OECD countries, the USA is the worst performer, and the best performer is Sweden and Norway. And similarly in like the Asian countries, that some countries even it is 40 to 50 per lakh population. So in Europe, African countries or Asian countries, that is the number. So what we can actually learn from all these countries, especially for Indian situation, where our numbers should we have to reduce it to as low as possible. Next. Again, see, as you can see that after the COVID, the trend, that yellow and red line. So our from last, except the COVID, we are continuing. So now this is the data for that one, like MP. If you see that one, it is for 2021. So before we go for any design or anything, we have to have an idea that like a detailed analysis is important. Previous. Yeah. So see here that the first and the foremost reason is the one which is overspeed, and second one is the negligence. And what is also they have found it. Negligence includes that driving in opposite directions, not following the rules and regulations. So that shows, so one has to do like a detailed idea that what is going on, and accordingly then based on the evidence based we can intervention. And similarly that what I could get the data for Madhya Pradesh. Now Madhya Pradesh is almost in through year. In 2023, the first one was UP, second was Tamil Nadu, then third one was Rajasthan, fourth MP, then Maharashtra. So like that, so MP is also very critical for as far as our those road accident situations. So number of vehicles, like what type of vehicles are involved, and then how the rates are increasing, that is important to understand. So now you can see that one, that number of, mostly that two-wheeler is the one, again because the numbers are very high, but at the same time that two-wheelers, we have to concentrate, like our focus or the first main action should be to reduce the fatalities, should concentrate on the two-wheelers. And then accordingly, once we know that one, then we have to start actually have that preventive measures. Next, please. So again, like it is the type of vehicles, what are the changes are taking place. As you can see that one from 2021 to 2023, like buses, they have been considerable increase, significant increase, 29%, and rest is other pedestrian 13%. So this we have to know. And unfortunately, because there are two agencies are involved, the NCRB and ministry, the base, what they collect the data is always got from the police. But even those two agencies, they are not reporting the same numbers. Like one report, ministry reported 168,000 and NCRB reported 171,000 for 2022. So again, first thing is we have to always source, or when we do any research or any mitigation measures, or when we talk about that source, that is very important. Again, that from the source, like as we say, that so in India, that most reliable is what we call the NCRB. So National the Crime Research Bureau or Record Bureau. So they did the data what they actually publish, and every year in month of August or September, they prepare very detailed analysis and detailed report for entire India by state-wise, road-wise. Next, please. So on the basis of that one, we have to go for like what we call the importance of safety for design. And our ultimate aim, that is you can see that video. I have given the details where you can see that how highway design for safety, why it is important, and basically our in the approaches remains that alignment and landscape that should be safe. Then all the geometric elements and the features of the road should be safe. And then that whatever the cost is important. So these three elements are the most important when we consider about highway design for safety. So purpose is that one, that our should always should be the safe, efficient, sustainable roads, and that is what what Mr. Garg was telling, that ecology and environment. So once we have that landscape and alignment properly, then we can take care of that one. And again, the cost is important. So today is like in this entire presentations, what we will be discussing about that overview of the core principles and best practices in highway design, and then how that road geometry, lane width, side distance, and then importance of balancing safety with functionality is important. Next. So again, what is the highway design? Again, it includes from planning to operation and maintenance. So different aspects are there, again for different road users, for different conditions and different environment conditions. So next, please. So I will go quickly because time is important. So human factors, vehicle factors, those characteristics, that is all we have to understand very well. Next, please. Road geometry, lane width, roadway capacity, again these are the important aspects. And one of the things what I was discussing also, and which I will go in detail, is what we call the safe system approach. So safe system approach is that what Norway and Sweden, they started in almost 30 years ago. And also Holland, they started with the sustainable safety aspects. So those have become the very, you can say, the examples where there have been highly effective those approach and action plans. So that is the one which we will actually, rather than reinventing the wheel, we should try to understand to use that one, because otherwise we have to